Rape culture is a term that was coined by feminists in the United States in the 1970s. It was designed to show the ways in which society blamed victims for sexual assaults and normalized male sexual violence. Many people believe it exists, some don't. So what does it mean? It is the environment in which rape is dominant and in which sexual violence against women is normalized and excused in the media and popular culture. It is the objectification of women's bodies and the glamorization of sexual violence. Basically, a society that neglects women's rights and safety. Still don't understand? Let me break it down for you. Blaming the victims, such as saying that they asked for it. Sexually explicit jokes such as,
I'm not condoning rape, obviously. You should never rape anyone. Unless you have a reason, like you want to fuck somebody and they won't let you, in which case, what other option do you have? How else are you supposed to have an orgasm in their body if you don't rape them? I mean, what the fuck?
romanticizing sexual assault like in 50 Shades of Grey, completely going against the rules of BDSM, bondage, and discipline, dominance and submission, sadism, and masochism, which is all about consent.
No, I protest, trying to kick him off. He stops. If you struggle, I'll tie your feet too. If you make a noise, Anastasia, I will gag you. Alaska is very cold and no place to run. I would find you. I can track your cell phone, remember? I don't want him to beat me. Is that so unreasonable? No!
Not being able to walk alone at night, women going in groups to the restroom, creating groups around the United States wanting to legalize rape, saying that women and men want or deserve to get raped, songs about non-consensual sex, aka rape, placing women and men as sexual objects to attain customers, laws that don't view oral sex as a form of rape even though the victim is intoxicated and unable to give consent, refusing to believe that rape within a marriage is legal, refusing to believe that men can be raped, having dress code for young girls in elementary schools, sexualizing 6-year-olds for revealing shoulders, once again having women and men in bathing suits or shirtless for tire advertisements, and being catcalled. This and so many other endless examples is what makes up a rape culture, because we have grown so accustomed to these actions and view them as normal. What do other people have to say about rape culture?
Especially with celebrities, you see a bunch of stuff like the paparazzis, they're always following him and trying to take good pictures of him, and then after that, they just Photoshop him to make him look even more better.
Like if a girl posts a picture shirtless, you're just like, oh, what a slut. But if a guy posts a picture shirtless, you're like, oh my god, he's so hot. So I think that equality should be met in both sexes, equality for everyone, doesn't matter who you are.
Let's look at it this way with statistics. In a survey done, a question that asked, do you think men are over-sexualized on commercials, television shows, news channels, music, etc.? 77% of them said that they were sometimes over-sexualized, 8.2% that they were always sexualized, and 14.8% that they were never sexualized. In the same survey question, they asked if they thought that women were over-sexualized on commercials, television shows, news channels, and music, etc. 53.3% of them said that they were sometimes over-sexualized, 1.6% said that they were never over-sexualized, and 45.1% said that they were over-sexualized. Another question asked, do you believe that rape culture exists? Out of 122 people, 89.3% said that they do believe rape culture existed. 3.3% said that no rape culture existed. It has been found that 1 in 3, 30 to 35% of men would rape if they knew they'd get away with it. According to RAINN, 44% of victims are under 18, 80% are under 30. 17.7 million American women have been victims of attempted or completed rape. Every 107 seconds, another American is sexually assaulted. An average of 293,066 victims, 12 or older, of rape and sexual assault each year. In regards to reporting rapes, 68% are not reported to the police, and 98% of rapists will never spend a day in jail or prison. In regards to offenders, 4 out of 5 are committed by someone known to the victim. 47% of rapists are either a friend or an acquaintance. 50% of all incidents reported occurred within 1 mile of their home or in their home. In 2006 alone, 300,000 college women were raped. Out of these perpetrators, only 10% of rapists are strangers. So what does all of this information tell us? What we have been repeating for almost 5 minutes is that we live in a society that normalizes and glorifies sexual assault and is excused in the media and popular culture. So what can we do to stop this? Who knows? We've been constantly thinking of a way to change the status quo. The most obvious thing that comes to mind when ending rape culture is no more rape, but that itself is sadly a very difficult task to accomplish. Changing the mentality of people is difficult, yet possible, by creating awareness and beginning to point out how wrong it is to over-sexualize males and females as sexual objects, taking advantage of people, forcing rape, and glamorizing sexual violence. Hopefully, with more awareness, future generations will be more humane.